How does he have me crying already? Heartbroken each morning when it's me that turns it off. Oh God, that's heartbreaking. Is every single song gonna make me cry? Hello, welcome to this video. My name is Dan, aka Lucen. I am a music maker, music lover, music commenter, overall nerd. And today I'm going to be reacting to Noah Kahan's brand new album. This is The Great Divide. Let's go. Okay, right. Hi guys. I am very excited because we have a brand new Noah Kahan album. This is like my first, as a Noah Kahan fan, actually anticipating a new album, because like I got into Stick Season like after. It was when the final version of that album came out. I just got into it and just done my reaction on YouTube. Oh my God. I mean, I'm sure like most of you watched my first Stick Season and Stick Season Forever videos because, oh my God, they just ruined me. They absolutely ruined me. But on top of that, like, obviously I do a lot of reactions. Sometimes the artists stick with me and become ones that I listen to, but a lot of the times they don't. But Noah was one of those people who did stick with me, and he was in my Spotify Wrapped for that year. When I'm in that kind of autumnal, I need a guitar in my ears, he's the first person I go to. Yeah, so now I'm approaching this one as like as a fan. I was literally thinking, oh my God, why don't I have the vinyl on my wall to put it on the wall? But maybe I'll get this new one. We'll see. But yeah, so now I'm a massive Noah Kahan fan and I loved The Great Divide. I've managed to avoid Porch Light, even though I keep seeing clips of it come up. I'm like, no, I'm saving it for the reaction. I looked at tickets for when he's coming in November, but they were just so expensive. It was like over £100. Sucks. I'll keep an eye out. Maybe there might be some like last minute tickets. Anyway, before we get into the album reaction, if you are new to the channel, then welcome. You have to make sure you watch my Stick Season reactions because some of the biggest cries of my life. And if you like music reactions in general, then make sure to subscribe. I do like deep dive reactions. So I go through every lyric. I really discuss the production, and I have a background making music. So I kind of have a little bit more of that kind of angle when I'm listening to music. How are they making us feel the way they're feeling? So yeah, if you like that style of reaction, something a bit deeper, then make sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you want even more from me, then you can head over to Patreon, where you get access to weekly bonus content. On the £7 tier, you get all my uncut album reactions. So you can watch this reaction with absolutely no cuts and name the songs. And on the free tier, there's a newsletter. So there's loads of ways to get involved. Even if you just want to keep up the newsletter, that's great. The link's in the description. Yeah. Also, I think I might do my top 5. I was thinking about this yesterday. I was like, I'm always asking people for their top 5s, and then I just give my favorite song. And I'm like, why don't I give my top 5 as well? That makes so much more sense. So make sure to leave your top 5 songs in the comments for me. I will be giving you my top 5 at the end of the album. So make sure to stick around to the end. On first listen, subject to change. There's a song named after me. It's the last song. Right, okay, cool. Song number 1. This is End of August. Oh, hello. Oh, gorgeous. God, I just feel like I'm there already.
Richie and Austin are often along for the ride. They know every inch of this drive.
God, I'm already like... I love that melody on the 7th there. Oh.
All the neighbors are voting for someone who wins every time.
Oh God.
No, it's too late to try. I tried getting sober, I swear I did better this time.
Oh my God. Oh, what an unexpected move. Oh my God. Oh, fuck off. Oh. Wow. How does he have me crying already? Oh God. They. Oh my God. Oh my God. It kind of feels like this overwhelming kind of inevitability. Yeah. I've just been absolutely covered in chills this whole song. Wow. Stunning. Oh my God, what a song. Oh God, what a beginning. Oh. Just stunning. My God, like the atmosphere, this transportative quality, bringing you into this kind of late, hazy evening, you know. I kind of feel like we're already on the porch, you know. You're going to hear the mosquitoes and the whatever, the animals and whatever. It's giving you that kind of late summer, heavy kind of feeling, this feeling of like nostalgia, but also this feeling of like the summer's gone. You know, maybe I've wasted my time. The summer was too short. But like the way that it kind of went from that kind of intimate beginning into the tempo changed, the rhythm shifted. The piano was an interesting element. Obviously, we know Noah for his guitar. And so to start the album with piano and for it to be that kind of piano with those kind of chords just gives it this just like intimate melancholy feeling. Yeah, when the rhythm then kicked in and the song kind of became something totally different. And then it all built to this tension. You have these like background like timpani rolls just like kind of threatening to take off. And then when it does take off, it's just beautiful and really moving and wistful and like you're like wishing that things went a different way. I don't know, there's like all those feelings in it. It's just really powerful shit and it's just so good at this. I've noticed like between Stick Season and Stick Season Forever, his songwriting take on like a new level of like emotionality, and this, it feels like again he's developing further into this emotionality, into this like capturing the listener, into this like evocative world building thing, which is like another level on his artistry. Richie and Austin are often along for the ride. They don't say a lot, but they know every inch of this drive. So maybe brothers. If these trees started talking, I bet you they'd only talk shit, because we never do anything real, we just talk about it. Ending of August, the bugs are just starting to die. All of the neighbours are voting for someone who wins every time. I remember him speaking about this album, his inspiration being like looking at different people's stories and trying to bridge the gap. So I'm still not 100% sure what perspective he's in, but we've got these two people who kind of obviously are in a small town. It's kind of giving me like often along for the ride, like through the trees. I wonder whether like they work agriculturally. It's kind of giving me that kind of feeling. People who do the same route every single day, maybe felling trees, maybe working on a farm or something. It's kind of giving me that with the sound of it as well, with the bugs dying. It's building that kind of like countryside kind of world, you know. And our neighbours are voting for someone who wins every time. I'm not sure who that would be referring to. It might be like a local mayor. People set in their ways, right? It's people always vote the same way type of thing. There's this feeling of inevitability. There's this feeling of lack of control over your own life. We're always talking about all the things we want to do, but we're never actually doing it. Like, it doesn't matter if I vote for somebody else because everyone's going to vote for the same person every time. There's this like entrenched quality to this small town. They're entrenched in their beliefs. They're entrenched in their political views. And these two brothers, presumably, feel stuck. Or everything you see out here will die. Oh, it's a matter of time. Till it's fields of ice and reflector lights. Till it's our town. Fields of ice. Shit. It's the time changing, the seasons changing, but we've already brought up a little political undertone. And so I do wonder whether Noah's doing this like dual meaning. Yeah. Because the reflector lights, that gives me like authority, police or something. And anything you need, I will provide. A ride home and alibi. I know the traffic light you can speed by because the camera's down. And I follow New York plates to the county line. That minute that September hits, I'm going off my medicine. Or late August angst and a pointless night. Or the feeling of being alive for the first time in a long time. There's this like double-edged sword to this like feeling, you know. I'm going off my meds. I might like lose it, but like at least I feel alive, you know. He's building in more little details that kind of build up this narrative, this world, this person who knows their town so well that they know which speed camera's not working, you know. That's the underline on every single verse. This person, these people are entrenched in their society. They do not leave and they know everything, this very small area of the world intimately. They mined copper for years, although there was nothing left to dig. It's a place where most kids just grow up and have kids who grow old and have kids who build homes for the rich. Yeah. Again, we've got more political things coming in where he's like pointing out that like this kind of working class small town people are like in the system, stay within the system, stay within their boundaries just to build homes for rich people. You know, it's like really building that divide, right? Immediately, small town people who kind of have a very narrow existence, maybe they're happier for it. We don't know. Do you know what I mean? And then you've got the rich. 05072, a long shadow. Not sure what that is. Yeah, he's really painting a picture of this small town. Everything within that small town is so entrenched. Political beliefs, the people who live there, the families, the histories of families, the fact that they won't go beyond the border, all that kind of stuff. It just is so intricately weaved. It's fabulous. I'm going to have to like try and be really succinct with what I have to say today because I can't be recording all day and you can't be watching all day. Next one, this is Doors. Ooh, hello. I love how more like complex he's become with his use of harmony as well. Far beyond the 4-chord loop of Stick Season, you know. Sticks were little guns. He'd get mad 'cause God forbid I hurt someone. Wow. I'd hurt anyone I could. Wow. Foot of ass across Vermont, and in that dark and in that frost, the heart was born. Gorgeous melody. That I'm the trouble ahead. Put money on red, must show a bed, a losing streak. Oof. I'll keep showing you doors. Yeah, right, okay. How to slave fear, babe, but you're the one who decided to knock, you knock. Doors are knocking, oh my God. Oh, God, I love it when he goes up here. Is every single song going to make me cry? I'll be only what you've known of me till now. Oh, how I hope you're moving on. Yeah. I keep showing you doors, but you can't open them up. I just live here, babe, but you're the world. I just live here, babe, but you're the world. Oh, what a way to end it. There's just something about this delivery that just gets me. It just makes me cry. I just can't cope. Oh, God. It's when he goes into that high register, it just really... Oh, I love the kind of like sonic connection to like Homesick. This felt like an evolution of that sound. But then with the chord progression, he really kind of mixed it up. That gave it more emotional resonance for me. I feel like that's the thing with 4-chord songs that I always kind of get stuck on, is that there's always a bit of a cap to their emotional resonance. And that's kind of how I felt about the original Sixth Season, the song. But this kind of reminds me of how far he's come as a musician, as a songwriter, as a harmony writer. He's like, how am I going to tell the story in a more emotionally evocative way? I'm going to use more chords and go to places that pull you along this emotional narrative. You know, this isn't the craziest harmony, but it's just got enough to kind of walk that tightrope between something really listenable, but with that extra level of emotion in it. You know, I grew up pretending sticks were little guns. Oh my God. Like already gun violence, the nature of like the American system. I don't know, there's something really pointed about that, I think, as a British person specifically as well. I'd hurt anyone I could, anyone who got too close, anyone who wouldn't look. I was born into a 100-year storm, and in that dark and in that frost, a heart was formed. Malcontented and unwarm, you were unsuspecting, not unwarned. That I'm trouble ahead, that I scream in my sleep. You're putting money on red, I'm sure a bet at a losing streak. I keep showing you doors, but you can't open them up because it's harder to see me the closer you try to look. I just live here, babe, but you're the one who decided to knock. Wow. On the first listen, I thought it was all about the relationship with the dad, but now I'm starting to realize that actually he's a character, like a dark soul, you know, somebody who from a young age has grown up with this kind of discontent in their heart. Maybe it's a bad relationship with the father. Maybe it's the kind of prevalence of like gun violence kind of threatening in the background. I do hurt people because I've grown up in this environment. I've been shaped by this environment. And now somebody's tried to get close to me and it's like, I'm a losing bet. I know that I'm a losing bet. I keep showing you doors, but you can't open them up. Or maybe it's like the doors are like revealing the true darkness. And so he's like, I just live in this darkness. You're the one who decided to knock on the door. Which is it's quite a dark thing when you look at it, and actually quite a kind of unhealthy perspective. But that's very much the idea, is that he's trying to paint this character, this person who is so dark on the inside that could potentially be violent towards others, you know? It's really, yeah. Have you ever stared directly at the sun? Have you ever shared some closeness so exposed to have it spit back by someone? So forgive me if I jump at the rattle of your keys. Oh, are you leaving? No, babe, I'm just waking up. Wow. I'm left staring at the ceilings, listing reasons you should pack all your shit up. Wow. Again, more character development. To me, staring directly at the sun kind of gives me like self-inflicted pain. And that is kind of very much like this negative, depressive spiral that this character is in. Even though this person is trying to get to know him, he's like listing reasons why they should leave. Even like the rattle of the keys, he's jumping at the rattle of the keys because he's scared of being abandoned. I'll be only what you've known of me till now. Oh, how I hope you're moving on. And the last chorus, because it gets harder to see me the closer the yoke. I just live here, babe, but you're the one. I love how he doesn't say you're the one who knocked. It's just you're the one, which kind of gives me this feeling that actually the character did truly love this person. But because of this darkness, because of this self-hatred, they've sent them away. And it's just so elegantly written throughout the whole song, this character development. You could just dive right in, you know? Oh God, it's so fully fleshed. I absolutely love it. Right, next one. This is American Cars. Oh, we're getting country here. That banjo is nice.
I was working on a plan to disappear completely.
Oh, okay, wow.
'Cause if drinking was a day job,
I love how this song is just kind of like hovering.
no place for CB3 and didn't know he drove American cars.
Wow. He is avoiding that home chord, isn't he? We are traveling. Always moving, always going to the next thing. I can't stand the silence, can't stop still. Yeah. Oh my God. And the way that he represents that in the harmony. Oh, I'm going to explain it properly in a second, but it's really getting me. Oh God, I'm welling up again. I might have to have like a cryometer on the corner of the screen, like God, the tension to this point is just mad. I love this. Maybe I do have to go see him. I might just have to pay £150 or whatever. Me, what a great song. Oh my God. He just knows what he's fucking doing, I tell ya. Oh my God, fabulous. Okay, I've got to explain that harmony thing because it just is just tickling a fucking thing, like as a lover of music making, that just absolutely fucking gets me. Basic harmony theory, in a key, you have like a set of like potential chords that you might use, right? And obviously the one that most people start with is the home chord. If we're in the key of C, it's C major. Da, you know, we're returning home, right? And that's what that represents. And then you've got other chords in the key that kind of build tension. So then when you return home, it has a satisfying feeling, right? What Noah did in this song is that he did not use that home chord for a fucking long time. And so what it does is kind of creates this like weightless feeling, you know, we're never come back down to earth. We're never coming back down to earth. We're just staying up here. We're building that tension. We're flying around it. And you know what that does? It creates driving feelings. If you're out traveling the roads, you're not returning home. Oh yeah. And he represents that in the chords. And it gives you this feeling of it just soaring, this going and going and going and going and going. I think he literally says the word home. I think that was when that chord hit and I was like, there it is. And then he ended it on the home chord. So it kind of gives you this feeling of like somebody maybe who's been running from something, but has found home in somebody. Maybe. That's my prediction before I've really actually read the lyrics. I was working on a plan to disappear completely, gaslighting my friends to thinking I was busy. Because if drinking was a day job, I'd be asking for more money. Yeah, okay, so in a rut, alcoholic, lying to the friends saying they were busy, disconnecting himself from other people, ready to take off. Headlights, your plates, 4CB3A. Didn't know you drove American cars. Ray-Bans on your face. You've been driving all day, but you're here and we're so grateful you are. I love the kind of Americana because you're going to fix it. You're going to patch it up because honey, we're fragile. You've always been so tough. You know that I miss you. You always come running back whenever I ask. So this other person seems to be on the run, who's always doing their thing, not settling down anywhere, very nomadic. But no one knows that if he asks them, they will come back to him. And I hate to drag you back here, but I think he's really lost it. He's been sitting on the porch all ranting like a prophet. And I can't stand the nights. Yeah, that dinner time silence. I cut the tension with a knife and pray you started driving. Yeah, okay. Make him talk, make him stop. All I want is dialogue. Oh, we're drowning here. I've got to stay for mum. Oh, okay, right. Okay, so this is like a dysfunctional family, a potentially violent father, a son who's like starting to take on the pain and the toxicity of the parents, is thinking of making a run for it, who looks up to somebody. I think it must be like an aunt or uncle who's like always away. I love this kind of feeling that Noah's like thinking about following in their footsteps and running away, but kind of can't because he's like, I'm scared, like mum needs me, you know, because of this looming father figure. Or it could also be like an older sibling who's already left, right? It's got to be that. I think it's an older sibling. We did back then, we would talk so much and it's fine if we don't, but can you come home? So the resolution onto the home chord is about this sibling presumably coming home. Oh God. Yeah. You know that I miss you. You always come running back whenever I ask. Yeah, wow. Yeah, that's got to be that. Oh God. Sometimes it feels like he's singing to me. I'm the brother who went away, you know? Right. Oh, beautiful. Amazing. Oh, what a story. These stories are just absolute, like, gorgeous works of art. It's world building, you know? Oh, right. Next song. This is Downfall.
Something about the window seats got you feeling like a poet.
I love that so much.
Driving through the Garden State, we'll be strangers in the morning.
God, I just hit my microphone.
Never really could quite place when I'm angry and I'm joking. And into hating you for going roadkill fun. You said how sad, glad you left, but you'll be back.
Yeah, I get another person who's left.
When it goes to shit, I'll be keeping the house the way it was.
Yeah.
I won't keep my ear up to the door frame. And I'll keep rooting for your downfall.
I'll keep rooting for your downfall because I want you to come back. Oh God.
Call me when the bugs don't die. Just tell me when you miss the climb from a hole that has no bottom. Hoping that the view ain't nice, that you open up to someone kind and they hold it all against you. Roadkill phone, you said how sad, glad you left but you'll be back.
I'm glad you left but you'll be back. Interesting.
Shit, I don't mind being dead. Think it's fine to never move on.
Yeah, like he's in stasis, waiting for this person to come back.
I'll keep rooting for your downfall.
I love those harmonies in the vocals. It's really nice. Ooh.
So call me when it goes to shit. I don't mind being your dead end.
I don't mind being your dead end.
For your downfall. Oh, I keep rooting for your downfall.
Oh, this ending. Oh, I love how that ending kind of like spells out a bit like the darkness of that song. Because actually, like, although it sounds like a kind of typical song on the surface, like lyrically, it's a very dark position to be in where you're hoping that somebody else fucks up. It's very selfish. That one I kind of like lyrically, story-wise, really appreciating, but that one musically, it kind of felt like it needed to go somewhere else for me, like some sort of movement in the emotion. It didn't kind of give me enough payoff, I think, at the end. But yeah, it's still like a very, very engrossing story. Something about the window seats got you feeling like a poet. I literally love that so much. Like this idea of like staring out the window, watching the world going by, and it kind of being so inspiring, you know, that kind of wistful, you know, is so, yeah, stunning. The way you got your hair up straight makes you look real Californian. I'm cursing every exit sign and damn my Christ-like devotion to hoping you might change your mind and hating you for going. It almost kind of gives me a sense of like, maybe he's like driving her to university. It's like, I'm a small town kind of guy who's been in a relationship with somebody who's kind of trying to make better of themselves by going to somewhere like going to California for university, right? He's noticing little details of like, she's already got her hair done differently. She's scared of the change. He doesn't like the change, right? And he seems like quite a small little person who's like praying for this partner to not do very well so that they come running back to him because he's so scared of change, you know? It's very interesting to get into the headspace of somebody like that, you know? So call me when it goes to shit. I'll be keeping the house the way it was. I won't rub your face in it. I swear I won't tell anyone. I don't mind being your dead end. I think it's fine to never move on. Keep my ear up to the door frame and I'll keep rooting for your downfall. Yeah, wow. It does like paint the picture of quite a small, selfish person, you know? But I think it's like, in terms of like what we're looking at the album so far, is this is like the creative act of getting into the headspace of other people to bridge the gap. The album's The Great Divide. Maybe we're talking about the divide politically, socially, the way that we don't talk to each other anymore, the way that we don't communicate anymore. And he's making a proactive statement of like, I'm going to get into the heads of people who you might cast off for being selfish, unwanted people, or like cast off for being hateful or whatever. And he's choosing to get into their headspace and try and understand what made them that way. You know, I think that is what it's about for me. Call me when the bugs don't die and the spring just looks like autumn. Yeah, so the seasons don't change in California like they do wherever they're from, you know. Tell me when you miss the climb from a hole that has no bottom. Wow, okay, so that's the signal of their hometown being a bottomless hole. I'm hoping that the view ain't nice, that the streetlights bleed into your bedroom, that you open up to someone kind and they hold it all against you. Wow. Detailed ways in which he's hoping that this person has a terrible time. Yeah, and then at the end, the song kind of shows the darkness through that kind of bare drum section. Very, very interesting song from a kind of like songwriting standpoint. Right, next song. This is Paid Time Off.
I called you, so I stared at the plastic.
Oh.
And I thought it was strange.
His falsetto is so clear and beautiful.
How the hiring sign seemed to laugh in my face. I'm alone, getting lost in the scope of it.
Oh my God.
I see you driving, and your love is like an open flame.
Oh, hello.
Your closed garage, but we don't care enough to drive that far. Damn near perfect.
Yeah.
I got the car, you got the bag, a cup of burnt coffee and a check to cash.
It has like this old kind of almost like folk framing to it, you know.
Make a living working for the paid time off.
Yeah. It kind of returning to that chord, it gives me that, you know, kind of old-timey folk song.
People grow up and move away, but you don't care and I don't mind at all.
Yeah. We're not moving away, we're staying in our small town, you know.
Police scanner bouncing on the dash, a cup of burnt coffee and a check to cash.
It's so funny how he's like evoking that style of songwriting.
Make a living working for the paid time off.
Yeah, like such an interesting reference. Oh God, it's like a very specific genre that I can't even necessarily put my finger on. Maybe like bluegrass, like one of those kind of like old country genres. It gives like almost like working song type ditty. It's making me think of like, you know, 1930s working on the farm type. What is it? Oh my God, there's a specific reference. I can't remember. But yeah, like, it really evokes that. And that reminds me very much of like small town America, small town kind of folky country, like really the roots of the country, embedded roots, right? And this is what we're saying. It's like we're getting into the headspaces of these people who are like, for whatever reason, rooted in. They say there's a great world out there, but I'm not going. And he's like evoking a genre that very much is in that lineage, in that small town vibe. Yeah, rooted in time. I called you, but I ran out of words. I stared at the plastic colliding with dirt. Actually, maybe it makes me think like they're using their credit card or something, like fiddling with something. At the fast food sign out on the left, I prepared for the warfare with my voice in my head. I thought it was strange how the letters were placed, how the hiring sign seemed to laugh in my face. And if you were here, you make a joke out of it. I'm alone getting lost in the scope of it. Then I see you drive in. And your love is like an open flame. I'm a running car and you're a closed garage. Someone once told us there's a world out there, but we don't care enough to drive that far. I love the driving, the being, it's giving me like somebody who works at like fast food restaurant, like in the drive-in. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm getting this vision of somebody who works in like a McDonald's or something. And maybe there's this like regular customer that he's like completely in love with. That's kind of what it's giving me. But damn it, perfect day, just getting high at the outlet mall. Again, more kind of small town kind of things. A police scanner, bouncing on the dash, a cup of burnt coffee and a check to cash. I had the brains for a city job, but you got the taste of a county cop. Make a living working for the paid time off. Making a living for the paid time off. It's like this small kind of like working class values. Like I just want a job where I get paid holiday, which is not something that we can relate to in America. In the UK, because we all get paid time off in the UK because it's a national law. But yes, I can understand that like getting a job that has those benefits is like become more important than like chasing some big city job. It seems as if like maybe the first verse he's somebody who's working a part-time job. The idea of getting a job feels like a joke. The idea of work is something that's like overwhelming him in some way, right? But then he's like, I'll do it for you. It's kind of like a really actually becomes quite a cute song that's like, I don't really care what I'm doing because you've got a taste for a county cop. You want to be with somebody who's a county cop. And so I'm going to do that for you. Somebody who is happy with the limited field view that they have of the world, you know, because that is the other side of the coin. Like you can look at like small town living as people being stuck in their ways, people not like seeing the world. And that's often like my own kind of prejudice and biases in terms of like, I grew up in a small town and I couldn't wait to leave. That's me. And that's Noah, right? And I feel like we kind of got that through 6 seasons. But this person doesn't see it that way. They don't see staying in a small town as a bad thing, as a limited thing. They see it as, I'm happy with my lot. I'm happy with this person I've got beside me. I'm just happy for the paid time off, you know? And it makes you think about like, what is happiness? And like us people who are constantly striving for more and more and more, are we the suckers, you know? Because I've always been a very ambitious person. I've always been a very like driven person. I've always been somebody who's always working towards something. And it is a question that's entered my head. I'm like, what if I'm never satisfied, you know? And so it's something I've been pondering. And, you know, say what you want about small town living, but a lot of these people are happy. Some people are not, you know, but this person is, right? But then I'm like, you're happy until you've submitted yourself to the powers that be, and then the government can take advantage of you and strip your job away and not give you workers' rights, because that's the reality of working in America, is that you have to find a specific job in order to get paid time off, right? Your workers' rights are absolutely horrendous in America. I'm speaking to you as if you're American. Some people watching probably aren't, but you know what I mean? And you can work your job and do your thing and whatever. But the bigger picture is that like, if you don't push back, then you don't get anything. Do you know what I mean? And so, yes, this person's happy, but the bigger picture is like, if you're just happy and you just go along and don't make any waves, then these rich, powerful people can take advantage of you. So, you know, there are all sides. But yeah, on a personal level, it does make you kind of consider your own happiness and consider like, you know, would I be happy with a simpler life, you know? But I don't, yeah. Complicated. Anyway, right, let's go on to the next one. This is The Great Divide, which I have heard before. If you want to check out my first reaction, head over to Patreon, where you can watch it with no cuts. I
can't recall last time that we talked. We ain't friends, we're just morons. Broke skin in the same spot.
The fucking poetry is just, I can't. I fucking love this song.
How hard it was to keep it all inside.
I hope you settle down, I hope you marry rich, I you're scared of all the ordinary shit and not your soul and what he might do with it. This song just absolutely gets me. Like, it's just such specific kind of storyline. It evokes childhood friends. It evokes people being in the closet and not being able to come out. Oh, it's just so good. Yeah. Oh. For you back then. What a way to put it. I hope you're scared of ordinary shit, you know, like everyday stuff, not your soul, you know. It's just such a specific way to put something that I've never heard, and it's just so powerful. Yeah. Oh, God. You settle down, I hope you marry rich. Like murderers and ghosts and cancer on your skin, and not your soul, and what he might do with it. Oh, God, this song is fucking amazing.
I hope you threw a brick right into that stained glass. I hope
church.
you're with someone who isn't scared to ask. Or about your soul and what he might do with it.
I just can't. There's just so much about that song. It's about the pressure of the church to like hide your true self. It's about growing up. It's about being friends, but not being brave enough to go deep and just share your emotions. It's like the male condition. And he has regret, you know, he's looking back and he wishes that he could have made it better for this person who is clearly really struggling with their life. This is my song to kind of try and rectify those regrets. Like, I wish that I could have said that, but now I'm going to say it now. I hope you settle down. I hope you marry rich. I hope you're scared of normal everyday life. I hope you have a normal everyday life, you know. I hope you're not worried that because that you're gay or because that you're queer or whatever the story is, right? I hope that you're not worried about eternal damnation of your soul, because to be completely frank, that's fucking unfair that you should have to worry about that. And what a specific way to put it that just makes you just like gasp. Because that really is the foundation of like the fundamentalist Christian upbringing. My hair is a mess and I need to sort it out. You know, like these people who are born into the church, born into these religions, who realize they're gay, have to go to like conversion therapy and whatever. Like they grow up from a young age with this trauma of your soul is damned because of who you are. And that is horrendous. And Noah realizes this in his 30s and is like, oh my God, like, I can't believe that you were going through that while I was just kind of like chilling and getting high. I knew something was up, but I wasn't brave enough to go there with you. And the other side of this, I think the thing that I find extremely moving is this kind of healing thing that it kind of gives me as a gay man, you know, to kind of hear a straight man singing this song, writing this song. Because when I was a teenager, there were people who were scared to kind of go there with me. Obviously I had straight friends, but like my relationship with like straight guys in general was like always very difficult. I think it was because I was uncomfortable with the potential of them judging me, of them rejecting me, then shaming me having emotions for them. I was scared of bullying and I associated that with straight people, right? Which I think is an unfair association because it's any broad like swath of association is bad. I feel like I've step by step tried to unwind that prejudice within myself. You know, maybe it comes from like a justified trauma, but like in terms of like who I am, I don't want to be that person, you know. Music is very like, and the music industry has been very straightwashed for a long time. And it does build up this level of like shame. We shouldn't be talking about this, you know. And so, yeah, it just feels like extra special that like he's within music saying like, I'm sorry that I didn't say anything. I might be making a big jump about what this is about, but you know, that's what I think it's about. And if I get that from it, then that's great. It might be about something totally different, but I don't think it is. Like I did like a deep dive of the lyrics on Patreon, but like specific lyrics that really just absolutely get me. I hope you're scared of the only the ordinary shit. You inch yourself across the great divide. Yes, this idea that like this person moved away, this friend moved away. And this is very much like a gay small town story. It's not easy to grow up in a small town and to grow up gay. And so we all end up moving to places where we are more accepted. You know, I moved to Cardiff and then halfway across the world and then moved to London because I was like, the idea of living in a small town just filled me with absolute dread. And so he's saying to this person who's like, you moved the great divide across the country. And this is like, you know, what the divide is about. It's like people who are moving themselves to places where they politically feel safe. And actually, when you blow this up into a bigger conversation, you think about America as this huge country with all these different states. You know, people will move to places where they feel as if their politics are more aligned. I was once like having a conversation, I can't remember who it was with, and it was like the freedom of choice, right? It's like if a state chooses to ban abortion, it's like within their privilege to vote for that. And, you know, this is democracy. And I was like, yeah, okay, but you're limiting the choice of people who live there. And I think that person said, well, they can just move to a state where it is lawful. And I was like, that's not it, because you're creating a divide, right? You're physically creating a divide. And this is something that he's outlining here. This person, maybe it's Noah, stayed in this small town and this other person moved away because of the prejudice of the small town. This is a divide that's being created and it's being played out now in this huge political divide that's like opened up in America. It's more than just physical, it's algorithmic, it's societal. And so as a lead single and as like the title track of the album, it does kind of really spell out, you know, what this divide truly is. Like here he's trying to bridge the gap by repairing the damage. He's like, I'm sorry for all these small town pricks. I'm sorry for the church. I hope you throw a brick right into the stained glass, you know? Fabulous. Right. Oh my God. I'm going to be here for hours. Oh God, I'm not even halfway through. Shit. All right. This is good. Oh God, I can't be here all day. Right. Next song. This is Haircut.
Stone took the phone lines down. Stretch my arms real wide, tried to break your phone, but you got up mad as hell and told me that I had it all.
Interesting.
Heal your wounds.
I like the chords again, like an interesting chord choice.
You ain't a goddamn hero now, 'cause you cry on live TV.
Yeah. Oh.
But at least I got a soul still.
Okay.
Even if I'm eating fast food, sleeping at my dad's place.
I love that. Oh, the chords are really large.
Showing up like bad news and leaving like a bad dream. It helps you sleep.
Showing up like bad news and leaving like a bad dream. Oh, it's just so good. Me.
For 200 years we laid bricks in the dirt, solar in the compromise. Now you stumble around like a ghost, telling people how you died.
Oh, wow.
But at least I got a soul.
I guess it's maybe singing about someone who maybe sold their soul. I don't know.
Sleeping at my dad's place.
Yeah, like I might not be the perfect person, but at least I haven't like sold my soul, I guess. I don't know.
Help me if it helps you sleep.
Yeah, help me if it helps you sleep. Interesting. Maybe there's a sense of like somebody coming around and being like, oh, I'm going to save you from your small town life, you know? Yeah, I think that's kind of what it is, right?
You walked into a haunted house and got angry echoes, pity love.
I love that use of that instrument to kind of have this like haunted feeling. Oh, yeah.
Still got a soul still, so I'm so happy for your haircut. That you got your act clean.
Yeah.
Leaving like a bad dream. Help me if it helps you sleep.
Oh, I literally love it. It's like someone who's like so crotchety and clearly does need help, but it's just like, you know what, whatever. Helps you sleep, then go for it. Because I don't care. I think he does, you know?
We were fine without you, baby.
Oh, we were fine without you. I love that. Really, really nice. Some really interesting instruments. It obviously has the kind of folky thing, but there are some quite dark chords in there that kind of give it that bit of contrast. It's quite nice. Yeah, and again, like we've got more of this like really brilliant like storytelling. You know, we're getting into the heads of different characters, and this is like another person who's kind of a bit selfish, I think. Yeah, so good. Right. Storm took the phone lines down and now your ride can't call. I stretched my arms real wide, tried to break your fall, but you got up, mad as hell, and told me that I had it all. I tried to heal your wounds just to say I helped, just to say some small fame ain't made me someone else. Oh, interesting. Okay. You told me if a lie turned true, a lie it would still be. You ain't a goddamn hero now because you cry on live TV. Yeah. So Noah is very much in this story, right? You know, he's now gotten famous and he's kind of come back to see somebody. He's like trying to help them, right? He's like, I see you you're in a bad place, but they don't want his help. They're kind of like, whatever. If it helps you sleep, you're not a hero. Oh, you've risen yourself above us now, haven't you? You know, it's like, oh, you think you're better than us now, don't you? It's that kind of attitude. I don't need your cosign now. Oh, we get along just fine. For 200 years, we lay bricks in the dirt. It's all there in the copper mines. You grow your hair out long now. You think you're Jesus Christ. That's so good. There ain't nobody mistaking your guilt for some great sacrifice. Yeah, so I feel like we're fully in the headspace of that person in this verse, you know, talking to Noah. Obviously, Noah now has long brown hair. You think you're Jesus Christ. You think you're all better than us, don't you? Yeah. It's like, but we have history here. This is the thing. It's like another character who's like rooted down in their history. You know, we laid the bricks for 200 years ago. It's all there in the copper mines that closed, right? Which we talked about in a previous song. This is like really getting into the state of like modern working class, closing the mines, having to find jobs, you know, like the paid time off thing. Those concerns are very much the forefront for this population, you know. Help me if it helps you sleep. Help me if it helps you write. So he's even like aware of the fact that he's writing a song about it, you know. That is just like so, I love how meta that is. And I love that extra special little detail that just brings it into like full kind of 3-dimensional reality, you know. Help me if it helps you leave. Help me if it helps you lie. Spare us all the pity, love. Save it for the microphone. Wow. Oh my God. So this person harbors some deep feelings about Noah going off and bettering himself and finding success, you know, and utilizing like the sadness of his small town to like sing it into a microphone, to crying on TV, you know. It's almost like he's gone back to his hometown. This person is holding it against him that he kind of made success out of his small town living, but has left it behind. You know, the way that like Noah's felt to write a song about it, you can sense that Noah has a sense of guilt in that. Help me if it helps you write. You know, we were fine without you, baby. Yeah. Wow. What a fabulous, fabulous narrative that puts an insight into where Noah's headspace is now as an artist, as someone who's escaped the small town, you know. It's just really amazing. Righty-ho then, let's get back into this. Otherwise I'm going to be here for like 4 hours. Right, okay, let's go on to the next one. This is Willing and Able. Already I'm obsessed with that guitar. It's beautiful.
Oh, when my weight left the room, did you take a deep breath? And I wrestle the feeling you're still thinking about that. Wide awake in your room, just seething about that. And we stay up and fight about the childhood lie that we both had the courage to leave. I'm within and able.
Oh, beautiful. Oh my God.
If you wanna kick this rock around, if you've got a flag planted in the ground, oh, I'll stay here till morning.
Oh God.
We can fight like we used to fight.
Yeah.
Teary-eyed under the glow of the TV light, I'd be winning and able.
Wow. Oh my God. It's just so beautifully put together. I just love the delicate guitar and the deep sound.
You're leaving again. It's all you know how to do.
Yeah.
The world belongs to you.
The melody is gorgeous as well.
They all say you're a light, all I see the shadow. I'll see you again in 6 months when you need your next song.
Oh.
We don't care what the other one thinks.
Wow.
I'm willing and able. If you wanna kick this rock around,
It's like bridging that gap again, isn't it? I don't care if it's a fight. I just need to connect, you know?
or we can fight like we used to fight.
Whatever.
Red-faced and teary-eyed. Under the glow of the TV light. Oh, I wish you could know me. Wish I could do nothing with you. Sit in the yard while the day dies. Leave it all on the table.
Oh my God.
And I'll say I love you and mean it this time.
Oh.
If we found a way to the other side, I'd be willing and able.
Oh.
I'd be willing and able. I'd be willing and able. If you're willing, I'm able.
Oh my God. If you're willing, I'm able. Oh God. Oh my God. Just phenomenal. Wow. It's like trying to desperately repair a relationship, right? It's like we could do anything. We just sit here and watch the day die. I don't care. I want to do nothing. I would want to do nothing with you. I just need to, you know, beautifully put together. His performance, the melodies. Oh my God, the melody is just stunning. The guitar, the way that like it just like built up and became this like big kind of breathing thing, you know, and how it kind of like had this like presence by the time it got to the middle eight. It was just beautiful, stunning, and just this like desperate call to try and repair a relationship as just, oh God, again, we're reaching across the divide, you know? Oh, when the weight left the room, did you take a deep breath? I stole a beer, drove home. There was only one left, and I wrestle with the feeling that you're still thinking about that. Wide awake in your room, just seething about that. So that they've had a fight and they haven't resolved it. We've only had one beer left. Obviously, we've been drinking beer quite a lot. He talks about only speaking the truth when he's drunk, all this stuff. They've had a fight. He's drunk and he's driven home. And now he is like wrestling with that feeling that like he put them in that position, you know, of worry. Like, what if Noah crashes his car as he goes home? You know, I'm willing and able. If you want to kick this rock around, if you've got a bone to pick with me, if you've got a flag planted in the ground, I'll stay here till morning. We can fight like we used to fight. Bony limbed, red faced and teary eyed. Oh God, it's like two brothers, right? Bony limbed teenage brothers fighting each other. Red faced and teary eyed under the glow of the TV light. I'd be willing and able. God, that's just like the glow of the TV light. It reminds me of the glow of the refrigerator light from Taylor Swift's lyric that kills me every single time. And I just, oh God, there's just something so aching about the specificity and the kind of relatability, you know, the two young brothers who would watch TV together but fight all the time and like now have a broken relationship. Oh God, it's just, look at you leaving again. It's all you know how to do. Go ahead, take the last of the drinks. The world belongs to you. They all say you're a light. All I see is the shadow. And I'll see you again in 6 months when you need your next song. I feel like he's in the perspective of his brother. Right, it's got to be, right? I'll see you in 6 months when you need some more material, you know? Like, and everybody loves you. Everyone sees you as this light in the world, as this famous artist, but I see the dark sides of you. So come home, let's fight about the childhood lie. We don't care what the other one thinks. Yeah, so this like childhood lie that like they don't actually care about one another is something that like is kind of like a chip on both of their shoulder, you know. Wish I could do nothing with you. Sit in the yard while the day dies. Leave it all on the table and I'll say I love you and I mean it this time. You say I'm sorry for everything else. We found a way to the other side. Oh God, isn't that so heartbreaking to think of like his brother being like, I just miss you. And you're off doing all these amazing things, but I just miss you. You know, I just wish that we could sit and watch the day die, do simple things, the simple living, the simple life, you know. It's like such a kind of core aspect of this album, this idea of like Noah leaving behind this simple happiness, the small pleasures, the knowing your town, knowing your limits and being happy within your limits, you know? And like, there's something that he's playing with throughout every single song. And here it's like from the perspective of, I mean, I'm going to assume it's his sibling. I'm going to assume it's his brother, who's like, I'm happy with, well, maybe not. He's drinking a lot, right? I would be happy with the simple thing of us just like sitting and just shooting shit, you know? God. It's so heartbreaking. It's extra heartbreaking because it's not from Noah's perspective. This is in the perspective of his brother. And so you think this is what Noah's thinking, that his brother is thinking about him. And that is heartbreaking. You know, the fact that he's so self-lacerating about like needing material for his music is like, it's really vulnerable as a songwriter to kind of like write that into so many of the songs, you know? Because it's obviously something that he feels guilt about. My God, if you're willing, I'm able. What a perfect fucking song. Right, let's go on to the next one. This is Dashboard, which is another car reference. We've got lots of driving, lots of moving around. I can't go over the last song. We're moving on. I've got to... Sorry, I've already been going for like 2.5 hours. No, not quite that much. An hour and a half, almost 2. Right, this is Dashboard.
Always went looking for an easy way out.
Yeah.
Like the world just restarts, like the clock just resets. And you tell yourself lies and disguise them as facts.
Gorgeous.
Hurt half as much if you drive twice as fast.
Oh, this idea of like driving to run away from your problems is like such a kind of core thing.
When the devil shows up on your dashboard again.
Yeah.
Look at you go, crossing state lines with your shadow, trying to run away, change yourself,
gorgeous.
still an asshole. All you knew,
My nose is running.
sandalwood beads round your neck. Deuce, just when you look at you go, trying to run away, change your zip code. Turns out that you're still an asshole.
You can't run away from it.
Suddenly somebody else, 'cause you worked on yourself, got it all.
Yeah.
You're an asshole after all.
You're an asshole after all.
Look at you go, crossing state lines with your shadow.
Yeah.
Turns out that you're just an asshole.
Oh, God.
'Cause you worked on yourself, got it all. You're an asshole after all.
Oh my God, I love this so much. Oh. Brilliant. Oh my God, what a brilliant song. I just absolutely love that. What a hook. You're an arsehole after all is just a perfect hook. I just love it. I just love how sweepy it was. It just completely captures you in that lilting 3/4 thing, and then just like, oh God, it doesn't let you down. Just like a beautifully put together song. I loved it. How am I only like just halfway through? Oh my God. You always went looking for an easy way out. Leave the pain you can't solve with the folks you let down. Like the world just restarts and the clock just resets. Like we all just move on. Like we all just forget. Running away from your problems. And you tell yourself lies and disguise them as facts. It'll hurt half as much if you drive twice as fast. Oof. Twice as fast. That rhymes in American. Just when you think the road's straight ahead is when the devil shows up on your dashboard instead. It's like you think that you're outrunning your problems, but you're not dealing with your devils, and they will come back to bite you. You know, this is very much like the perspective of somebody who's looking at somebody else running away from their problems. Look at you go, crossing state lines with your shadow, trying to run away, change your zip code. Turns out you're still an arsehole. I literally love that so much. This very much has given me like analyzing the way that he's running from his demons by looking at it from a different perspective. I literally am obsessed with this whole concept of everything being from a different perspective and understanding yourself, understanding the country, understanding everything more through looking at different perspectives. You know, took all those loose ends, made them sandalwood beads around your neck. douche. I did thought he said douche. I was like, what? And it ain't our fault that you want suddenly somebody else because you've worked on yourself, got a dog. You're an arsehole after all. Oh, God, so fabulously written. And like, I love the way that he's looking internally, analysing his own emotions by seeing himself from a different perspective. It's just amazing. Right, next one. This is 23.
Half as drunk as I thought I'd be by now, that's good. Preaching about sin over lines of cocaine.
Wow.
Even when you're not here, it becomes about you. You stand over half a foot taller than me. Your marks on the wall of the weight room. Naive to
It's an interesting vibe. It's quite different, especially with that little plinky piano. That's lovely.
Oh, well, I'd beat your ass till the morning. You know I've been running all this time.
Gorgeous.
Sprinting my way past your bedroom, lifting the weight of you off my mind. Cause again, you give
Beautiful.
Me teaching me how the thing runs. Stay gone. Tattooed your initials into my right arm, so I'd see your name when I lift up a drink. There ain't nothing else, so I hope that it's warm wherever you sleep.
Again, somebody who's left.
No one gets to talk shit but the ones you shit on. Yeah, I beat your ass in the morning, and lifting the weight of you off my mind.
Gorgeous. Fucking gorgeous. I can't. Oh my God.
Stay gone.
Just the intonation and the movement of the melody is just getting me. I haven't even picked up on what this one's about, but I'm just like completely enamored with the melody writing, you know?
Sprinting my way past your bedroom, lifting the weight of you off my mind.
It's just stunning. Stay gone. Wow, stay away. Wow. A very wounded person. Beautiful. I liked that. That felt like a nice, different kind of vibe, you know? Again, like we're getting into the headspace of another angry character, you know? But yeah, like I liked how that one kind of had like a background like drone thing that kind of gave it a bit more like space. And then you had this like quiet piano that just adds that delicate, intimate feeling. Even though this person's like, stay away, there's an intimacy and vulnerability, you know, that you can sense that this person is wounded. Half as drunk as I thought I'd be now, even when you're not here, it becomes about you. Yeah, they all want me to tell them your story. You broke in and stole china from our living room. Kind of makes all the other parts boring. Naive to believe you would come back and see. I just love naive to believe you could come back and see. Like just, it's gorgeous. Oh, well, I beat your ass till the morning. You know, I've been running around all this time, sprinting my way past your bedroom, lifting the weight of you off my mind. Because if I never see you again, you could be anything I want. 23, clean the engine heat, teaching me how the thing runs. Yeah, it feels as if like, it kind of again feels like siblings, right? The language like, I'll beat your ass, you know, all that kind of stuff. Sprinting my way past your bedroom, trying not to remember that you're gone, you know? Somebody who feels abandoned. Stay gone, won't you stay gone? Tattooed your initials on my right arm, so I'd see your name when I lift up a drink. Wow. I still balled up my fists when they mention your name. No one gets to talk shit but the ones you've shit on. Yeah, they don't get to talk shit about you. Like, yeah, someone clinging on to this anger. The cleaning the engine, teaching me how the thing runs, can all be the way that it was. Maybe there's like some sort of core memory. Oh, maybe it's actually a father leaving. Yeah, I think it's actually a father figure leaving. Because like, there's this core memory here. Maybe when he was 23, of like his father teaching him how a car runs, right? That's got to be what it is. And now he's been abandoned by the father. Maybe they died because he's got the tattoo on his arm. But then he's got these mixed feelings about this father. Because I hope it's warm wherever you are. Maybe he's like, I hope you're in hell. Oh, that's what it is, right? That's what it is. Because it's the tattoo of like a memorial tattoo, right? And he's got it on his drinking arm because his dad used to drink. It's like all those kinds of connections, right? It's like, this wasn't the perfect father. He shit on me. I had a terrible relationship with him. But now that he's gone, I have these complex feelings that I find very, very difficult to work through. So I just run past the bedroom because like the enormity of grieving somebody, but also kind of hating them. And that contradiction is like too enormous for me to actually cope with. So I avoid it. But it's still there. He's still angry. He's still balling up his fists when he hears other people talking about it. But he still holds on to this tight to this core memory of like bonding. That's just heartbreaking. Oh my God, what a story. Oh my God, like stay gone. Oh, but stay, maybe he's not dead then if he's saying stay gone, because there's a chance they might come back, right? I don't know. But like abandonment is the key word there. Wow, amazing. Right, next one is Porch Light, which I have not heard yet, despite it having been out already. Yeah, so let's go.
I would ask how you've been, it's all over the internet, but hey, I mean, you knew that after all. You're looking for an autopsy or a half-assed half apology, then I think you picked the wrong time to make this call. I'll slip into some eloquently rambling mixed messaging, I should shut you down.
These tumbling lyrics are fabulous.
It's cold.
It's cold without you.
Whatever made you famous made you sick.
Oh yeah.
There ain't no shame in calling this thing quit.
His melodies are so fabulous in this album. Oh my God.
Your poison spreading.
Ooh. Gorgeous. The dexterity in the guitar playing is so satisfying.
Leave the porch light on.
Oh, I leave it on for you. Oh, me. I love the falsetto there.
So it goes. You act like we just sit up here and wait for you to reappear, but
The guitar is staying on one chord, but everything else is moving around it, which is really interesting. Yeah. Yeah.
So it goes.
Ah, beautiful. God, it's just so dexterous. Oh, it's stunning. Ah. I'm not holding my breath. I'm not holding any faith. But I'm still gonna leave the porch light on for you, just in case you want to come back. Ah! Even though he knows he's gonna be the one that turns it off. Me. Wow. Oh my God. Fucking hell. Just so stunning. Ah! Oh God. Beautiful. His storytelling is like reached new levels of detail, of dexterity, of like world building. This is the elevation. I was slightly worried like going into this era that like we're still sonically sitting in the same world, right? But the place that he's gone is the storytelling. Every single song is so three-dimensional, is so deep, and has like these complex people at the center of every single thing. And it's so effortlessly, beautifully rendered, like each of these three-dimensional characters, that just gets you just like so involved in each of the different stories, you know? It's just, oh yeah, this is just gorgeous. I would ask how you've been. It's all over the internet, but hey, I mean, I knew that after all, it's not irrelevant that you stop taking your medicine. And I tell you how the weather is, and you'll slip into some eloquently rambling mixed messaging. I should shut you down. But it's cold and it's cold and it's cold and it's cold. And I don't know. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm alone. I hope you tell me that you're winding down, that you lost the taste to face the crowd, that whatever made you famous made you sick. Again, this is another perspective of somebody who has a certain opinion on Noah, that you can only do what pain allows. It ain't up to you to make it out. And there's no shame in calling this thing quits. But you don't. You're a ghost, you're a ghost, you're a ghost. Wow. Poured and spreading to my lungs, I ain't holding my breath. I ain't holding any faith at all. I'll pray for you, be in pain for you, or leave the porch light on. Heartbroken each morning when it's me that turns it off. Oh, God, that's heartbreaking. Oh, God. You act like we just sit up here and wait for you to reappear, but baby, there are bills to pay and your dad's road needs salt. So this is the mum, right? Oh, God. This is the guilt that he feels for, like, not going to see his mum. Oh, no. Oh, God. And I tried to drown all the talk that eyeballs in the parking lot and tell people it ain't me you want, but I guess you're my fault. Yeah. It's just, like, so heartbreaking to think of a mother, like, hoping that their son's gonna like come back, but every morning has to turn the light off in the morning because, oh God, that detail is just fucking killer. It's like, it's the not spelling it out thing, the subtlety in that, like, you know, I'm heartbroken that I'm the one who has to turn it off because every single night you don't come home and I miss you and I wish you could. And I'm heartbroken that you don't come home to see me. Oh, God. And it's like we're on the phone and we're calling, but you're kind of off doing your own thing. You're not really kind of interested in what I have to say. And God, oh my God, it's just like fucking heartbreaking. It's so gorgeous. And like the intimacy and the kind of like the porch light itself, like the idea of like the porch really gives you that kind of small town energy again. Like all of this, like these little details just build this absolutely three-dimensional, perfect, like beautiful world, you know. It's just amazing. Oh my God. Right, next one. This is Deny, Deny, Deny. Oh, hello.
Within the conversation, I wanna drop the gloves, but you're far too patient. I wanna see, do you still have a heart, or somebody stole it?
Oh, great. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. These melodies are just stunning. Haha, yeah. Maybe this is back in Noah's perspective.
You said you got a guilty conscience, but I ain't never seen it. Far too tired to watch you lie.
Yeah. It's just that climbing melody is just stunning. We're just denying the reality of what's going on. God, his falsetto is just, it's really worked on it. It feels like really like trained. Oh, it's just stunning. I love it. Brilliant, brilliant. Oh, fabulous. Oh my God. Yeah, really great vibe. The melody just fucking kills me. Really feels like another way in which he's leveled up in this album is like his melody writing. Na, 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 na. It's just, fucking stunning. Unexpected and beautiful places that these melodies are going. And again, like another divide between two people and the denial that's going on about their past, you know, creating this wedge. It feels like this divide is between people, you know, in all these different situations. Conversation within the conversation. I want to drop the gloves, but you're far too patient. I want to see you lose it. I want to hear you say it. I want to know the dark that I share a brain with. Or tell me when you're broken, do you still have a heart or has somebody stole it? But I'm far too tired to watch you lie, so let's just watch TV. It's almost like somebody who's in like a long-term kind of relationship who's like so tired of like the fight against this person that it's just like they give up, you know. I got your house paid off so the feds can't touch it. Another thing we don't talk about anymore. So there's something going on in the past. Maybe it's because they owe money to the government and like if Noah pays off the home, then they can't take it from you because you don't have a mortgage anymore, whatever, something like that. And it's fine. I know your company line. When I ask about the past, you deny. You said you got a guilty conscience, but I ain't ever seen it. And I'm well prepared to never meet him. Dealing with somebody who's like so closed off. Yeah, so I wonder like whether this is from Noah's perspective, like this idea of him paying off the house. It's like, you know, he probably can actually do that now. And he's like, I want to fight. I want to do anything because I feel like you're completely closed off. From whatever perspective it is, it's like trying to crack this nut of this person. Right, let's go on to the next one. This is Headed North. Ooh, lovely.
Ah, shit.
That's so funny. Feels like you're literally just sat there on the porch with him, you know.
Well, they finally caught the guys who blew
it's
up
live.
those two police cars. Like we wouldn't raise an eyebrow at the sudden lack of bullshit.
This is such a beautiful way to capture a song, you know.
With the banner on the front that shows how tolerant they are. You'll get told to go to hell by some summertime flatlander. It's gonna shit without you. It was shit before, but at least I had you. Know that. But I hope you're bored and headed north.
I hope you're bored and headed north. Gorgeous. Oh my god, what a way to do a live version of it, to capture all the background noise, to capture the way you fix it up first. You know, it's just so good. Really puts you there.
I've been taking your advice and trying to scream this at the tourists. Not see one more cyber truck, I swear to God I'm gonna floor it.
Again, I feel like it's again like someone singing about Noah, you know.
But at least I had you. No, there ain't nothing to report.
Maybe a sibling, maybe a friend, cousin, somebody who misses Noah in a slightly less heartbreaking way, but still beautiful, you know. It's like a little bit more of a chill song. Not so much about the trauma. It's more just like I miss you.
But I hope you're bored.
I love that idea. Like, I hope you're bored. Gorgeous. Oh my god. I love that little like bluesy little chord that comes in every so often. I love the jamming kind of live feeling of this whole thing. It's so sick. Oh my god, these fucking instrument players, they're mad, aren't they? They're just so fab.
Should we keep it with the fuck up in there?
Should we keep it with the fuck up? I love that they just captured exactly what was happening. I love that. Who would think to kind of keep that in, you know? It says something about like what you are trying to attempt with the song and what you're trying to put across on an album when you actively keep those mistakes in. There's a kind of like humility, there's a down-to-earth quality, there's a live feeling. Yeah, I think it's just like pretty genius, I think. Feels like you're there on the porch with them, you know? It's just so good. Ah, shit. Well, they finally caught the guys who blew up those 2 police cars. It's like telling you like the gossip, right? It was a couple of college kids who thought the town was dumb as rocks. Well, I always wish you well. When I pass the old gas station with the banner on the front that shows how tolerant they are, you'll get told to go to hell by some summertime flatlander with a coexistence sticker on the bumper of their car. The contradiction of these small town people, like someone who lives in the small town who's like, oh my God, look at all these dumbasses like that I live around, like, oh God, like I wish that you were here because you're the only person that really gets me. All these idiots don't get me, you know. It's gone to shit without you. It was shit before, but at least I had you. Yeah. No, there are nothing to report, but I hope you're bored and headed north. I love how like kind of smaller scope this one is. It kind of adds like a real extra kind of level to the album, you know, and a bit of a break from the emotional killing. I've been taking your advice and trying to scream less at the tourists. And I've been working on my timing when I ask too much of you. If I see one more Cybertruck, I swear to God, I'm going to floor it. I need somebody to talk me out of things I can't undo. Yeah. Obsessed with the form of it. And I love like, it's just like a little ditty of like somebody, missing somebody. I feel that your presence isn't here. Things are shit. And I hate living in this fucking place. But at least we had each other. And now you're not here. It's like, I'm at a loose end. Let's go on to the next song. This is called We Go Way Back. Oh, me. So soft.
Saw the world from up close. It ain't much to look at compared to you and your work clothes. Waving hello from the driveway. I can't make you can recognize when it's real bad.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Here I can hear your heartbeat. I can hear the start of a long sigh. I can hear the song of the robin. I haven't wrote my own in a long time.
Oh, beautiful. Ah.
And it's just fine.
Oh, that's beautiful. Wow.
'Cause I don't need my name back. Oh, I love you and I can't fake that. You're a moment. We go way back. Tell me that I'm important. If it's only for then dogs, sweeping porches, take me way back.
Oh, God. Weren't we happy even when we had nothing? Oh, it really is like contemplating like the simple life. You know?
Always trying to run from what I'm known for. Baby, that's the thing about a shadow. I've never seen the rain fall so hard. Till you watch the storm touch down.
Oh, God. This is just beautiful. Oh my God, the softness in it, like those distant drums. Oh my God. Giving it all in, you know. I don't need my notebook. I don't need to write any more songs. Like, we can just be in this moment together, you know. Take me back to a simpler time. Oh, I still can't go over the singing of the robin. That was killing me. Oh, stunning, stunning, stunning. Oh, God, that was just beautiful. Oh my God, what a stunning. Just that vulnerability that you captured in that song was just perfection. Like the softness of the strings, like the robin singing, that soft, warm kick drum that would come in occasionally, that kind of boxy snare that was right in the distance, like the background warmth. Everything about it was just so intimate. I just like had a picture of him just like lying on the chest of his partner and just being like how did things get so complicated? You know, life used to be simple. I'm going to throw away all my notebook and leave my name behind just to be here in this moment with you, you know. Just, my God, just absolutely stunning, absolutely stunning. I can't. I saw the world from up close and it ain't much to look at compared to you in your work clothes waving hello from the driveway. God, like such a core memory, you know. Seeing the world from up close, that gives me like world tour vibes where it's like I haven't been able to actually properly take a step back and appreciate these places. I've been up close every time, you know. I've been there, but it's been so close I don't have the perspective. But you see me in places so low, you can recognize when it's real bad. Yeah, used to hate the silence, used to make me think about the old days and all the miles in my legs, the late flights and missed birthdays. Yeah. So in the silence, he's worried about like all the birthdays he's missed. He's worried about all the miles that he's traveled, all the late flights that he's taken. Like, has it all been worth it? You know, I feel like I've missed so much and now I can't get back the old days where things were simpler. Out here, I can hear your heartbeat. I can hear the start of a long sigh. Oh, that's the like head on the chest thing. Oh my God, that's just so stunning. I can hear the song of the robin. I haven't wrote my own in a long time and it's just fine. So dealing with the writer's block, right? And feeling trapped by this expectation of like having to write something, but like actually in this moment saying, it's okay, you know, letting go of it for a moment. Yeah. Like, I don't need this. I could just jack it all in because I have what's important right here. Oh God. Yeah. Because I don't need my name back. Throw my notebook in the basement. Oh, I love you. And I can't fake that for a moment. We go way back. Tell me I don't need options, that I have substance, that I'm important. If it's only for letting the dogs out sweeping porches, then make me nothing. Take me way back. Oh my God, that is so stunning. Like, if I'm needed for nothing but for sweeping the porch and taking the dog out, then that is fine by me, you know? And it feels like in realizing what's important, in realizing like if he did just jack it all in and quit, it would be okay because he has what's important. That, I think, is what's freed him from that pressure, freed him from the writer's block. You know, oh God, this is so stunning. The little pepper marks on your car door, the sound of your feet on the gravel, said I'm always trying to run from what I'm known for. Baby, that's the thing about a shadow. Oh my God, wow. I ain't never seen the rain fall so hard, honey, we're north of nowhere now. Heaven is a drink in the backyard. Oh my God. As we watch the storm touch down and it's pouring out. Heaven is a drink in the backyard. Just aching for the simple things. This is something that like he's really returned to, is this like, would I be happier if I had nothing? Would I be happier if I stayed in a small town and all I had was the people around me? You know, would I be happier? And I think in this moment, he's like, actually, it doesn't matter whether I would be happier or not. But if I did choose to return to the simple life, we'd be okay. You know, oh God, we've known each other for so long. We know each other to our very cores. And that is the most important thing in the world for me, is that connection. And so he's bridged his own divide between him and his partner by kind of coming back to them and being vulnerable and saying, you know, these are all the things I've been worrying about. Oh my God, this is so stunning. Right, next one, this is Spoiled.
Gambling with the sun, on which one of us dies young. Till the feathers at the moor
Right.
I'm feeling every part.
Oh, God.
I'm speaking what I know. Someday
Wow.
it's anything I want, just so my children get spoiled when they get old. Blame it all on their dad.
Now he's looking towards his kids.
Say I wanna be.
So now he's putting himself into the headspace of his children, you know. Spent a lot of time looking backwards, you know, what if, and now he's looking forward. Yeah.
I'm betting on the north, drag my ass back down to earth. I might even disappear. I hope you've had a decent time.
Yeah. Wow. Oh.
I'm speaking what I know.
Wow.
Something. Say I wanna be you.
Don't want to live for work.
I wanna be that.
Oh. Wow.
Gonna be rich.
Wow. God, that rumbling timpani again, I think, maybe. Stunning.
I'm speaking what I know. Something.
Ugh.
Anything I want.
Gorgeous. Oh my God. Beautiful. I feel like he's kind of starting to kind of find a sense of confidence again, find a sense of like volition, like a sense of like purpose again, right? And he's looking at like the kids in the future, being able to spoil them, being able to provide for them, you know. I feel like he's been looking through lots of different perspectives, but what we've found throughout is that he actually is pretty lost. He is pretty guilty. He is pretty torn up about the way that he's treated people, the way he's maybe left people behind, you know. And I feel like we go way back. It's like been a pivot point where he's actually admitted that he could just give it all up and it would be okay. But now he's like, I think now trying to find purpose. Gambling with the sun on which one of us dies young. Tell the fellas at the morgue that I'm heading back on tour. Got to put them boys to work. Wipe your hands and wash your face. I'm feeling every pause. I'm speaking when I know something. It's anything I want. I just hope my children get spoiled when they get old, so they can fuck up all they want and blame it on their dad. So they can watch me go to work and fall asleep on their couch. They say, I want to be you, but I don't want to be that. I feel like he's like realizing his purpose and he's like, I'm going to go back on tour. I'm going to get all my team back on the road and we're going to do it because I'm doing it for them. I'm building something for them. Yeah, I'm betting on the north to drag my ass back down to earth. Yeah, because where I'm from and what I'm worth has gotten too damn intertwined. Wow. And if I'm gone this time next year, if I inhaled the smoke and smashed the mirrors, fuck it, I might even disappear. I hope you've had a decent time. So it feels as if he's like thinking like my hometown, it's all like part of like my first album. It's all part of like why I've succeeded. It's all gotten all a bit messed up. I've kind of gone off flying on tour and I need people to bring me back down to earth. And this is kind of actually so many aspects of this album are the perspectives of the people who would be bringing him back down to earth, you know, some quite sobering things about like, you haven't called me in a while, you haven't seen me, you've abandoned me, you're all like successful and leaving me in this small town alone, you know. Those are a lot of things that he's been kind of dealing with, and he's like, actually it's a good thing, I need people to bring me back down to earth, you know, it's good for me. Right, let's go on to the next one. It's the penultimate song. This is All Them Horses. Another intimate guitar moment.
Window seat in a 90s plane. See the rivers meet and spread like veins. It's gonna dance around and sing about my pain. Okay, it pays.
Wow. Tour life.
Do you remember crying for all them horses? They did not look scared. They did not look scared at all. I'm just happy you still call.
Wow. Oof.
Some things live forever even when they die. Oh my.
Some things are forever even if they die. Oh my God.
No one wanna beat it bad. Oh, everyone looks happy in a photograph. I always on my own.
Wow. Oh.
High above us now in a big jet plane. I'm always on my own. I'm always on my own.
Oh my God. Oh. Oh my God, the amount of times I've fucking cried in this album is I'm running out of tears. I'm feeling dehydrated.
I ain't landed the plane, see mine anymore. I made too much goddamn noise.
Yeah, it's too far gone. Like, I can't go back, I suppose. Yeah. Oh, seeing like a photograph of maybe like the whole family getting together and not being able to go back, and I'm always traveling, I'm stuck, I'm in a plane. The loneliness. Wow.
See the dried flood lines on the neighbors' porches. Do you remember crying for all them horses? They did not look scared at all.
Wow. Maybe it's like a reflection on like the fact that like animals don't have these existential questions, you know. Oh God, that was so stunning. Just this like central kind of like, I'm always on my own. Like this just moment of being like, I am lonely. I miss you. You know, he's been analysing himself from the perspective of others. But yeah, we've got to the point now where he's like truly talking about himself and he's admitting, finally, I'm lonely. You know, there are moments where I'm like, what the fuck am I doing all this for? Like I'm off flying around the planet. I'm stuck in a random state on my own. I'm stuck in a hotel. I can't get back to you for the family gathering. Everyone looks so happy and I can't get there. It's like the price of his success, you know? Oh, just heartbreaking. But beautiful that he's finally embracing it, like saying on the nose, this is how I feel, you know? Window seat in a 90s plane, see the rivers meet and spread like veins. Another airport lounge, another time zone change, gonna dance around, sing about my pain. So it's talking about his life on the road. See the drive floor lines in the neighbors' porches. Do you remember crying for all them horses? They did not look scared at all. So it's like a core memory there. The flood lines, like the natural disaster, the floods. Maybe there's like the fear of it flooding again, maybe. But the horses are fine, just living in the moment. No, I want to beat it bad, or everyone looks happy in that photograph. I've crossed the county line. I cannot go back. There's this like idea of like, once you're out, you're out. You know, this small town attitude, you're within your county lines. This is the attitude that he's left behind. And now he is other, you know. And there are moments where he feels like he regrets that. Couldn't make it home because of all that rain, or run a bad luck out in a nowhere state. I'm high above us now in a big jet plane. I'm always on my own. This is the divide, you know. He's built this divide by leaving. 1,000 eyes on a dirt road, strike a light and let it burn slow. Maybe I'm manic again, but I think this time I'm out for good. I feel like him like going off his antidepressants seemed to be kind of a core thing that's been going to happening. I'm a sidewalk preacher with a record deal and the weight of new stickers on some dead wood. This ain't mine anymore. I made too much goddamn noise. So he's really like analysing like what has become of him, and kind of looking at the darkness that's kind of sprung up in him and the loneliness, and kind of remembering, like simpler times when these problems weren't so big, you know. Right, okay, before we go on to the final song, this is a shout out to my patrons. Yay! Thank you to everyone on Patreon who enables me to do what I do online, sharing my emotions, sharing my analysis, doing my music stuff. You make it all possible for me to do this month to month, and I can't thank you enough. And so everybody's names are coming up on screen now. If you want to join in on the Patreon, you can do. From the free tier upwards, there's many ways to get involved. So on the free tier, you get access to the newsletter. On the £3 tier, you get access to my reactions to new music videos, live performances, and my opinion pieces. On the £7 tier, you get access to my uncut album reactions, so like this one with no cuts in any of it, and you get access to all the bonus reactions. And then on the top tiers, you get to request stuff from me, and all that stuff ends up in the lower tiers, so there's bonus content for everybody every week. How succinct was that? That's the most succinct I've ever done it. So yeah, so there's loads of different ways to get involved, paid or not paid. I appreciate everybody who supports me. And so if you want to get over there, get in with the community, keep up to date with everything I'm doing, and get a whole bunch of bonus stuff, then consider checking out the Patreon. Let's go on to the final song. This is Dan, named after me.
Everybody's asleep, let's talk about him. Talk about the long ride home from the grave. Seasonal bugs in a canvas tent. Seasonal friendships to see the road end. Been the best 5 minutes of a shitty old year. Cause I'm with my best friend Dan now, camping on the county line. Couple of hometown heroes fighting over politics. Young men from different sides, and we're so alone.
taking the moment, you know.
Where do we go when we die? I wouldn't mind right here. I wouldn't mind at all.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Oh my God. He's learning to appreciate the simple things when he can, you know.
Light the flashlight lens. Said I'd give it all back if I could, I cannot. I think I stood right here back when Carlo died. Said I hated the way you made it all about me. And every day from back then's like a bad old dream.
Wow. Oh my God.
And I'm with my best friend Dan now, camping on the county
It's just so
line.
cute.
Young men from different sides.
Bridging that divide. Even though they might believe in different political things, they're just making this moment to talk to each other. We're all we have.
I wouldn't mind right here. No, I wouldn't mind. Land on Orange County ground.
Oh.
I'm with my best friend Dan now, camping on the county line. Hand around the middle light. I wouldn't mind right here. No, I wouldn't mind at all. Everybody's asleep. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about high school and talk about death.
Yeah.
Don't the sky look pretty up here?
Oh, gorgeous. Oh my God. What a last lyric to end it on. Oh God, it's just about appreciating the small things, appreciating the moment, living in the moment, just breaching that divide to just come together and just talk and just be there with one another. It's about community, it's about communication, but it's also about Noah realizing what's important and like making sure to make time to go out on a camping trip with his best mate and just shoot the shit, you know, because those are important moments that ground him. Yeah. Oh God, everyone's asleep. Let's talk about him. Yeah. Let's talk about high school, talk about death, talk about the long ride home from the grave. So I'm going to guess like there's maybe some childhood friend that they were both friends with who died young. You've been the best 5 minutes of a shitty old year. Yeah. It's like the moment where he like reconnected with his best mate and just realized like, oh, this is what it's all about. All of these like huge existential questions that I'm struggling with, all of this pressure, that's not what life's about. You know, this is what life's about. Because I'm with my best friend Dan, camping on the county line, hand around a Miller Lite, waiting for the sun to rise. A couple of hometown heroes fighting over politics, sitting and remembering young men from different sides. This album has been lighter on politics than I thought it was going to be, but certainly like it does provide a roadmap for like bridging that divide between people. And I think in a subtle way here, in a small way, he's stating that like communication is the answer. We're not moving to different states and completely dislocating ourselves from each other. We are making the effort to talk to somebody who might not believe the same things as me. You know, it's these small things. That's how it starts. You know, that's how we rebuild those bridges between people, friends, family who we disagree with, you know, and maybe there's like some healing that can be done if we all do that. Through the dying of a flashlight lens, you tried to tell me how unfair it is, that I have what I have and you got what you got. Said I'd give it all back if I could. I cannot. Loon calls pierce the violet sky. I stood right here back when Carlo died. Said I hated the way it made me. I said I hated the way I made it all about me. But every day from back then is like a bad old dream. They're processing this trauma together on this camping trip. And it's like, this is what it's about. Dealing with your trauma and talking to people. He's excommunicated himself from people, made himself so lonely. And yet all he needs to do is just go back, talk to them. See the wasps hit the water and drown. See the lightning light the world, land on Orange County ground. Flip a rock, see the bugs sleeping sound. Hey, that's us. You and I will be found. The world keeps turning. It's like we are tiny little bugs in the greater scheme of it all, you know. It's finding that perspective and finding a sense of grounding and bringing yourself back down to earth, yeah. Oh, God, what a beautiful, beautiful way to end it. Before the moment tries to disappear, don't the sky look pretty up here? God, processing their childhood trauma and all that stuff. Oh God, it's just so powerful. Like, and like, oh my God, like as a whole project, just doesn't that end it off like so perfectly? It's just such an eloquent thing. Like to start off going between different perspectives, we're going between different stories. He's analyzing the town, the small world, the state of the world through all these different lenses, and through putting himself into the shoes of these other people, he's unlocked something for himself. It's not really about him for like the first half of the album, but then I think it was Able and Willing, where you start to kind of realize that like, oh, he's starting to write songs from the perspective of other people about him. You've got the Porch Light, which is about the mum, and you can start to see his guilt. You can start to see his darkness. You can start to see the stuff that's been going on with Noah through the eyes of other people. So we've gone from like this level of like lots of people to a few people looking at Noah into Noah himself. You know, we've funneled down, and these last bunch of songs have all been from Noah's perspective and all been like Noah singing about his own feelings. You know, we had another turning point when he sang We Go Way Back, where he was like, oh, like we're back in his head, you know, and he has a realization through this process, through seeing things from either side of the divide. He has realized the important things in life. He has realized that despite all the pressure of everything, he has what he needs, you know? And that's something you can learn. If you look at these people living in these small towns with these small lives, you know, they're not out traveling the world or whatever, but they've got what they need right there. And it's like he's learnt that from those people. He's learnt that those people are happy despite their kind of small town vibes. And he realizes that like it's about perspective and it's about understanding what he has, you know, and being grounded. That's what he says. Like, I need those people to bring me back down to earth. And it's that process. Like, it feels like this funneling is like him coming back down to earth. And in that final song, he is on the earth, sleeping on the floor, looking up at the sky. It's like just so eloquently, beautifully done. On top of that, how three-dimensional his storytelling has become, the incredible detail of all these different characters, understanding the complexity of their hearts. He brings such an incredible amount of detail that renders every single perspective in three-dimensional quality. These are complex people. These are sometimes people who have quite dark feelings, quite selfish things. And he's willing to jump into that headspace and write it in a very three-dimensional way as a way of truly understanding people. And it's that process, I feel like, there's unlocked another level of his songwriting where it's like the world building and the character development and the complexity that he manages to bring into all of these different perspectives is wonderful. And yet he somehow manages to bring all that complexity into a whole bunch of songs that still feel really easy to listen to, still feel really singable, still feel like they've got good hooks. They're kind of poppy enough. He's had this idea and elevated his own songwriting to kind of meet that, you know, and it's just absolutely wonderful. I just think the album was an absolute miracle. One of the most kind of powerful things about this album for me was kind of unexpected, was how powerful it was that Noah was looking at himself through the eyes of other people. I kind of hadn't even considered that as like a storytelling device. And I think like if someone had told me about it on paper, I would have been like, oh, that's interesting. But I wouldn't have realized like how much power you can draw from that emotionally, because it really puts such a fine point on like guilt, I think. It almost like gives you a different angle into Noah's psyche that you can't get by just saying it outright. And it also connects you to the people in your life who might think that about you. The things that trigger like emotional responses in me are often when it's like I can see myself in the song, when it's like singing about sisters, granddads. There is an access to our emotions through our loved ones. And not only does it provide us an access point into his emotion through his loved ones, but it also provides us an access into our own emotions through our own loved ones and what they might think about us. And I think specifically for me, like the idea of leaving and traveling and moving around and my loved ones missing me feels quite personal. And made me think, oh my God, I want to explore that as a songwriting thing in my own music. Like there were a couple of moments where I was like, I need to focus because my brain was already kind of going off like, what would a song from my granddad sound like? It's completely unexpected. And I haven't heard anyone quite do it like that. Absolutely insane. I can't wait to just like listen to this album like a million times. I just need to get to know every single nook and cranny of it. I really just want to pull it all apart. My top 5 songs, I'm going to do top 5. So there are no particular order apart from the top 1. My top 5 are, at the moment, and this is on first listen, this is subject to change. I'll update you on Patreon if anything overtakes it. But yes, so we've got the end of August. We Go Way Back. Like that emotional turning point. Porch Light, the perspective of his mum just absolutely killed me. The Great Divide, which, you know, from the first time I heard it, it's a personal thing for me and a very healing thing for that song to exist, and just beautifully, beautifully done. But I'm going to say my favorite song is Willing and Able. That one really shows you how potent this style of songwriting can be, to like look into the mind of somebody else and to like paint quite a damning picture about yourself. you know, through the eyes of somebody that you love. The idea that this person is like feeling abandoned by Noah, and Noah is like obviously feels so guilty about it to put it into the song. Like this is where like that writing from a different perspective just comes into full focus for me, and just was like really blew my mind. And like the song itself was just so beautifully done. So yeah, it had to be that. But yeah, subject change. What I've been doing on Patreon recently is like doing like a monthly roundup of what I've been listening to. And so probably at the end of May, I'll do a little update about like, yeah, which are my favorite songs like going forward, if anything's changed. So yeah, keep an eye out for that on Patreon. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me for this, God, overwhelmingly powerful video and very, very long video. Thank you for staying around all the way to the end. If you haven't checked out any of my other Noah Khan reactions, make sure to check out the playlist here. And if you want to support me on Patreon, check out all the bonus content, then you can do. The link is here.